Bought a new computer? If it's a Mac and you've been using Windows until now, then you might be feeling a little lost. The good news is that a lot of your favorite Windows programs now have Mac equivalents. Every purchase of a Mac also includes some useful apps like Keynote, Pages, Numbers for office productivity, and GarageBand, iMovie, and Photos to cater to your multimedia needs. But here are some apps beyond these that are useful. For annotating images, use Sketch. It's also got a highlighter tool that you can use to put focus on certain areas. You can also pixelate sensitive portions of an image before sharing. Lastly, there's also a timed screenshot feature. Google Photos is an incredible service that backs up and intelligently organizes your photos for free. Google has made a simple tool that runs in the background and backs up photos from all the folders you choose. Although the experience isn't largely different from logging into WhatsApp web, there are a couple of advantages for installing the Mac app. For one, you can use the Command Tab keyboard shortcut to jump between your WhatsApp conversations and other apps. Also, since it's an app, notifications are neatly ordered in macOS's Notification Center. MonthlyCal is a third-party widget that shows a monthly view of your calendar in the Notification Center. It costs just 60 rupees and you can customize its look to your heart's content. This Mac app automatically changes the color temperature of the screen depending upon the time of the day. It makes the screen yellowish after sunset in a bit to reduce eye strain and even improve sleeping patterns. If the screen is too yellow for you, there is a manual mode where you can customize the intensity to your liking. If, like many of us, you prefer using Android over iOS, you have to use this Google-made tool called Android File Transfer. With it, you can access the internal memory and a microSD card inside your phone to copy files and delete unwanted stuff. The famous video player that is able to play almost any file on the planet is available for the Mac as well. It's useful to have VLC because every format isn't playable via the built-in QuickTime app. Spark is a popular email client for iOS that's available on the Mac as well. Some advantages over Apple's built-in mail app are natural language search, smart notifications, instant signature toggling, quick replies, and so on. If you intend to download files over the internet using BitTorrent, then Transmission is a lean, easy-to-use client. The app is a volunteer-driven open source project and doesn't show ads or use any monetization techniques. Pixelmator is a reasonably priced image editor that's built from the ground up for macOS. It's great for adding finesse to existing images or creating a new one by stitching multiple images together. Pixelmator is typically sold for Rs 1800 on the Mac App Store. 1Password generates random strings that can be assigned as passwords for different services. It remembers and even autofills them with a quick shortcut. And it's all locked using a master password or your fingerprint. You can also store other things like credit cards, notes, and software license codes. It costs a whopping 4,000 rupees as a one-time fee for the Mac app, or you can opt for a monthly subscription fee of roughly Rs 200 a month. If you end up writing a lot on your PC, iWriter is a popular writing tool for the Mac. It has a simple, distraction-free interface, pleasant fonts, and supports the Markdown format. It also has a nice focus mode that puts the spotlight on the line or paragraph you're going through, fading everything else out of the view. Other than macOS and iOS, iWriter is available for Android too. SuperDuper creates a bootable backup of your computer, so if your Mac ever stops working or say is lost, you can connect the SuperDuper backup drive to another Mac and it will boot the system as if it was your own. If you connect an external drive to the Mac, there is a chance that you can't copy files to it, probably because it's formatted as NTFS. Download Paragon NTFS for Mac that enables writing to NTFS formatted drives on a Mac. It costs Rs 1400. And lastly, if somebody sends you a RAR file instead of a zip file, there is a RAR expander to unrar those files. This was our exhaustive list of apps that you should install on your Mac. To find easy download links to all these apps, check the detailed post in the video description. So, do you have any other recommendations? Share it with the world via the comment section below. And as always, stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for more tech updates.